Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Dead Rabbit Radio. I'm your host, Jason Carpenter. I'm having a great day. I hope you're having a great day too. We have a lot of good stuff for you today. So I want to start the story off with the tale of a photo that I happened to find while I was out walking today. Now, of course, talking about a photo can be difficult about on a podcast. And I'm going to start off by saying that this story is 100% true, because you could be thinking, oh, Jason's just LARPing, Jason's just trying to set up some narrative going on with the podcast. But today I was, and it's 100% true. I showed the picture to Veronica earlier. I kind of had to explain to her why the picture was more worrying than normal, but there could be a totally logical explanation for this. So let me actually go get the picture here. It's not like I can actually show it to you or anything, but... So I found this picture. It's on one of those little Instax, Fujifilm Instax thing. It's basically the kid version of an old Polaroid camera, like I had when I was a kid. So it's a little picture. It's probably about 2 inches by 1.5 inches, with a pink border on it. And in the picture, what I'm gonna do too, just so you can have a frame of reference, is I'm gonna take a photograph of this picture, and I will put it up on the website. So if you go to deadrabbit.com, you'll see a copy of the picture. And if you're listening to this on YouTube, you're probably looking at a photo of it right now. So let me explain to you a little bit about it. It's funny because I didn't plan on talking about this, so we'll see about those other stories. But the photo, you're going to see black smudges on the sides. That's not dirt or anything to make it look any creepier. It is the ink coming off of the back of the picture. The little film has been slightly removed. When I found this, it was raining, so it wasn't in the best condition, but all the dirt isn't to make it look spooky. That is just ink. I got ink all over my hands when I picked this photo up as well. I had to carry it with me. But if you're not looking at the photo right now, let me explain it briefly to you. The camera is tilted slightly. So the camera itself is tilted slightly, so it gives it a look as if someone wasn't looking straight on at their subject, but they're holding their camera at a, 60-degree angle. In the picture, we see what looks to be an apartment. The apartment looks fairly, I don't want to say abandoned because that makes it too creepy, but you can see that the blinds are kind of askew. They're not lined up right. The only thing we see in the photo is an oven, a stove, I guess whatever, that thing that you put food in, cabinets, the top of a chair, presumably a kitchen chair, a couple of knickknacks on a windowsill, and what appears to be a young woman cowering in fear of whoever's taking the picture. So, my first instinct, obviously, is that this is a staged photo some kids were messing around. And that is very likely. There's actually 3 scenarios here. One is that this is a staged photo, and these kids were messing around, and they either lost it, or they left it there intentionally. It was raining, so again, if someone was going to put this out there to be like, ooh, let's do some spooky stuff, you may want to have waited until it wasn't raining or put it somewhere where it wouldn't get wet. But again, it just adds to the creepiness factor that it was sitting out in the rain. It was sitting face up. I walked right by it and looked down, picked it up. The other option is this. So there is a famous... If you're into true crime, you most likely have seen this photo before. Let me actually get some more info on it. Again, I didn't plan on doing this part of the show. I showed it to Veronica, and I was going to save it, but I was just looking at it on put it on the top of my fridge, and I said, no, I'm going to do that story now. So let me get some quick information for you here. So, if you're into true crime, you've come across this photo. It's a very famous photo. It's the last photo of Regina K. And who Regina K is, it's the last photo of a woman named Regina K. Walters. And I'll also have this photo on deadrabbit.com. All the show notes are going to be in as normal, so if you forget the website or whatever, you can still locate this stuff. But I really think you should check it out. There is a photo of a woman named Regina K. Walters. She is it was chilling the first time I saw it. It's actually still quite chilling, but it's a photo of her standing in what looks to be an abandoned barn or a house that has been partially destroyed. She is standing there. Her hair is dyed black. She's wearing different clothes than she had on than when she was kidnapped. And she's cowering in fear in front of the camera and the camera is tilted about 60, 70 degrees at an angle. So that's what made me a little more suspicious of the photo, is that it matches this very famous true crime photo. So the first option, again, is that it's completely made up, and it just coincidentally matches one of the most famous last photos of a victim that it's pretty iconic. Again, if you in true crime, you've probably seen it. The second scenario is that it is fake, and it happens to... the second scenario is that it is fake, and the people who took it were making it match that photo in the first place. That was kind of the point. They go, oh, that's a creepy photo. Let's do that. Let's do this sideways thing, this angle. The third option, the least likely of all the options, is that it's real. That this young, unidentified woman was really cowering in fear, that the photo was staged as some sort of fetish or warning or trophy. As of now, there's been no reports of missing women in my area. And it's a small town, so it's not something that I'm super concerned about. I just think it's an interesting item. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to hold on to this. And again, I want to 100% assure you that this is not a LARP. This is not an ARG. This is not some fictional narrative that I am building up for the podcast. This is 100% true. And I understand if you go, Jason's just mucking about. Like, I get that you would think that. I know that I did the 4 short story episodes a while back, but those were completely different intro music, completely different tone. They were labeled as such. I may continue to do those. I don't know. They still get hits, but I don't know if I'm going to keep doing that. But this is 100% true. As far as my part of the story of finding the photograph, I can't verify that the photo itself is not fake. But if it is fake, I had no part in taking the photo. I had no part in planning the photo. I had no part in anything like this. It was just laying on a rock as I was walking by. And I'm not so famous in my area that someone would be like, oh, Jason Carpenter walks by here. Let's leave him a photo and get on his podcast. So, yeah, really weird. I took it, I showed it to Veronica. She thought it was weird. I showed her the backstory and showed her the photo of the young woman who was also missing. The dude who did kill her, I just looked that up. He's in prison. He's like in his 70s, so I don't think he's kicking it around in my neighborhood. But so yeah, weird. I'll keep you updated. I'll tell you this right now. There's probably no ending to this story. I'm probably not going to come back a week from now and being like, I was being chased by guys in cloaks, or this woman went missing. To be honest, it probably is just a weird series of coincidences, but I will keep you guys updated. I wanted to go ahead and share that story with you. It's kind of different than what I normally show. It kind of falls into my personal experience ghost story type things. And I kind of prefer to cover stuff that I can show you articles and verify, but I'm going to post a photo of the photo, and I'll post a copy of the other photo of the young woman that I think this photo is emulating, and we'll go from there. Okay, so let's go ahead. I didn't plan on doing that, but I was like, because that actually just happened today, where I found the photo. And I was like, oh, we'll do it later. But no, I'm glad we did it today. So, and I know no one's going to believe me, but anyway, so and that's fine. That's fine. It's good to be skeptical, even of me. Never hurts to be a skeptic of anybody. So, but it is true. So anyways, that was a clip from our daily podcast, Dead Rabbit Radio. Dead Rabbit Radio is available anywhere that you listen to podcasts. It's daily paranormal, conspiracy, and true crime news. If you want to hear the full episode that this clip came from, check the link below. Please like and subscribe. And hit that little bell, too. That does some magical stuff. Thanks, guys.